RowdCAST contains adult languages, adult themes, and adult situations. Viewer discretion is advised.
No! No! No!
We're now entering the RowdCAST, an online radio podcast brought to you by me, your host, Rowdy Radloff, live from Toledo, Ohio, doing it like I always do, bringing you the best of the best. Often imitated, never duplicated, the one, the only, the motherfucking RowdCAST. From the internet, uncensored, unfiltered, saying whatever the hell I want to say, when I want to say it. You know how this goes. Welcome to the show.
It's the motherfucking RowdCAST, and it's a Tuesday night. Tuesday. It is the 23rd of June. It's a Tuesday. Did you hear me? A Tuesday. Tuesday Booze Day. This is what we used to call it in college. It's the beginning of the week. Let me get little Rowdo out of here. He wants to make some racket as soon as we go live. 1 second. Fucking crazy little rowdy. The rowdiest of rowdies. But anyway, I'm really happy right now because I just spent about 2 hours trying to get the live thing to work, the feed. I've been having all kinds of trouble in my office when I'm streaming. My signal is super weak. And it drives me crazy. So I've been losing my mind, pulling my hair out because I can't get the signal right. And I thought of all kinds of crazy stuff. They were talking about giving me a booster and boosting my fucking signal and all this bullshit like they usually do. You know, I went with AT&T Uverse because it was one of the only companies that I didn't fucking think was complete dog shit. So I fucking used them, and I'm still having issues. But for some reason he said that he put me on a new wavelength, a new signal, that there's not so many people on there, so that's why it's working better now. Why wouldn't you do that in the first place? I'm not fucking super smart, but it doesn't really make much sense. Why would you put me on where I'm a brand new customer and you put me on a clogged fucking highway? Like, that doesn't make sense. That's like throwing me into fucking traffic. Like, you want me to be happy as a fucking customer? I got a goddamn fucking podcast to do. I don't know if you ever heard. It's called the RowdCAST. That's what I told him on the fucking phone. I said, this is the fucking RowdCAST that I'm trying to do. And I got people that are dying to fucking hear new episodes. And I can't fucking record dick shit because I got fucking goddamn welfare internet that I pay $140 a month for. So, I think that we actually might have it running now. So pray with me because the last episode I had, it went down And I was like halfway through the show, and I didn't realize that it cut out. So like the last half of the show was missing. And I thought about going back and doing it, recording it, and putting it up. But it's like it wasn't recording when I was in the moment, when I was speaking about that subject. It would be hard to duplicate it. So I just kind of left that episode. It's kind of a half episode, and so I apologize. But we're rolling again, and I got a microphone ordered, so we should have a microphone real soon. Getting a bunch of equipment. Hopefully, the signal's gonna boost up and be fucking awesome for us. So I'm excited about that. The chat is live at Spreaker.com. You can always chat it up on Facebook if you want to put something while we're live on Facebook. I will respond to that. You can message me. You can email me. You can tweet me at the RowdCAST. I mean, how many fucking ways can you get a hold of me, really? You know, we're on iTunes. We're on YouTube. I'm on Spreaker.com. If you even just look us up and if you just Google the RowdCAST, I think now you can find us pretty easily. So I appreciate all the love that you guys have showed me. We've almost reached 4,000 fucking listens in a little over a year. So, you know, is that an astronomical number? No, but what I'm doing here, that's good enough for me. I'm not trying to fucking touch the stars here. I'm not trying to be a celebrity. I don't want no money. I don't want advertisements. I don't want fucking sponsors. You know, I don't want free stuff. I do this because I enjoy to do it. And I think I have a lot of people that enjoy hearing me ramble, I guess, and hear my nonsense and the stupid stuff I come up with. So, like I said, if you do want to chat, it's live. I'm on there. And I got some things to talk about tonight. I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit going on right now. I mean, if you hear what everybody's been talking about, of course, that the Charleston shooting. And if you don't know what happened, this white teen, you know, I think maybe 17, 18 years old, possibly maybe a little older, he went into a church. It was mostly African American church. He had a handgun. He sat there for a little bit, and then he started open fire. He killed 9 people. He injured a bunch of people. He, you know, senseless, random, you know, act of violence. He, you know, took 9 people away from their families. He, you know, they say that through the media that it was race related, that he was trying to start a race war. He was out to kill black people. He wanted to start a war with black people. And I mean, it's fucked up, but it's time and time again, we've seen this. I've talked about it. I've covered it. We continue to see this kind of activity going on. And, it's not surprising to me. This is the world we live in. We see it. We're seeing it more and more. And I've said it, that we're going to continue to see this kind of stuff, this lone wolf attack that the media likes to call it. It's just one person, you know, or 1 or 2 people that get some guns and decide they're going to, you know, make a name. And the way that the media blows this shit out of proportion, you know, they say that the media claims, oh, we don't want you to know the name of the killer. We just want you to know the name of the victims. I'll tell you, all these mass shootings, you know, the one in Colorado at the movie theater, the guy that shot Gabby Lee Giffords, you know, I know all their names. You know, Jared Lee Loughner, what was the one in the Aurora? I know all these killers' names. This guy that just did it, I think his name was Dylan Roof or something, I think it was. You know, it's like, oh, you don't want us to know the names. I know their names. I don't know any of the victims' names. You know, it's you're plastering it all over everything, but yet, oh, you don't want to give them no recognition. You know, I think that you do give them recognition by acknowledging what they've done, and I mean, I don't know, I guess you're the media and you have to cover the story, but I mean, it's always seems like it focuses on who did it more than who was hurt and who was affected, and I think that's fucked up. You know, I think there's a fucking big issue to that. I don't enjoy it, And I think I'm going to just tweet this real quick. I think that, what I get tired of hearing is people say it's gun issues. We need to control the fucking guns. Even President Obama came out, and that I'm, a lot of things President Obama says I agree with. I guess a lot of things he says I don't fucking agree with. So he said something about again, senseless violence happened because somebody could easily, someone that shouldn't have got their hands on the guns easily got their hand on a gun and committed this crime and caused violence with it. And, I don't really agree with that because people, no matter what, people are fucking crazy. There's crazy motherfuckers everywhere. We know that. I don't think, when you say that a gun, kills somebody, that's like saying McDonald's makes somebody fat. McDonald's doesn't make anybody fat. It's the people that consume the McDonald's put the McDonald's in their body. It's just kind of outlandish to say things like that. I don't think that I just don't think you can blame it all on guns. You can't say guns are the reason that these people die. Yes, that he uses a gun that he got his hands on, probably without a license. He probably took it from somebody, but realistically, guns are everywhere, Yes, we need to take a good, you need to watch, putting your ammo away and, making sure people don't know where they're at, make sure you hide the keys and stuff like that. Anyone that's a responsible gun owner, that's how they do it. They keep track of all their ammunition. They keep their gun in pieces. They have, gun safes and keep them locked up and safety's on. And, the people that don't deserve the guns, it seems like, are the ones that, are causing these problems. But it's like saying that, when people say, oh, well, video games are the reason that people these kids are killing people. And I don't believe that. I think I've touched on this before, but a video game doesn't make you kill somebody. I've played video games my whole life. I love them. The more violent and gruesome and crazy they are, sex and drugs and violence in the video game, I love it. I'm all about it. Grand Theft Auto, fucking love it. That's my favorite game. I love it. But I'm an adult. I'm 28 years old. Since I've been 18, even when I was probably below 18, I played some of those games. But, never once in my life did I ever play it and think, oh yeah, shooting these aliens or shooting zombies or shooting people, shooting cops in Grand Theft Auto, that I'm going to go outside and well, this is pretty fun in Grand Theft Auto. I want to get an AK-47 and I want to shoot at real cops. That thought's never crossed my mind. It's never, even when I was younger, nothing. I don't need to be a criminal when I can act out being a criminal in a video game. That's fun enough for me. That's as far as I want to take it. And I'm sure, that's a debate for another day. I'm sure not everybody, wants to take it. Other people want to take it farther, and that's probably the issue. But I think that's where mental illness comes into play. I think, I really think that we need to look at what was wrong with these kids, social issues, ADHD, what was their diets like, what do their brains look like, what their brain patterns. Most of these kids are still alive. Most of these guys are locked in jail. So why don't we round them all up in a fucking lab and like rats and run tests and stuff on them, and for no reason do we need to be humane to these motherfuckers. They have shown no, respect for human life. No, a lot of them, even after they were caught, don't apologize or anything for anything they've done. So there's definitely a screw loose. It's definitely mental illness. You know, it's like you hear people like Joe Rogan, you know, say we don't have a gun issue, we have a mental health issue. I agree 100% with that. And, you know, to even take it farther down the rabbit hole, even conspiracy theory-ish, I mean, what is it? Maybe it's some of the hormones and the additives and preservatives and chemicals that they pump in our food that we eat every day. You know, maybe some people, you know, everybody reacts differently to every kind of chemical and drug. So maybe sometimes when you take these things and you put them in your body, some people react differently. Sometimes the chemicals in their head may become unbalanced or something because when they're eating something and it has so much nitrogen or something, or a special kind of nitrogen that it's not very good for you. If you overdo it, maybe that throws off the balance of your serotonin in your brain or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a scientist or smart in any stretch of the mind, but I mean, maybe what if that is one of the reasons? But to say that, you know, this kid that it was a gun problem, and even if you want to take it to race issue, these people are saying that, you know, oh, he's a racist, and we'll get into what else I want to talk about, but I mean, this kid's a young kid. You know, he just wanted to kill as many black people as possible. I mean, that's pretty much what he said. You know, he was trying to start a race war. I just feel like he's still so young that he doesn't even understand by a race war, what he's really talking about. But with everything that's going down, you know, you just hear that these people say that, you know, the media blows things out of proportion. The media stirs the pot. In a lot of ways, I agree with that. I think the media does stir the pot, and I think they're making things, you know, a lot worse. I mean, 100%. I think, you know, when something happens like Baltimore or Ferguson, you know, they just, look, the black people are out again, and here's the white people. The white cops are coming in, and they're going to face off, you know, and they show standoffs night after night after night, you know. It's hard to not get hooked into that shit and watch that, and, you know, and just like, it just consumes you. You know, I'm guilty of it. You know, I'm trying to go to bed, and I just, what's going to happen next? Oh, they're starting to riot again. They're burning shit. Let's see what's going on. You know, it's like it's better than any TV show. You know, that's better though. Fuck, dude. Why do I want to watch fucking Cops when I can watch, you know, Cops is real, but it's recorded. I'm watching live fucking cities burn. You know, that's fucking intense. I want to see what the fuck's going on. Are they coming my way? Is it getting close to Ohio? I mean, I don't want to get off too far off the subject on that, but I think a lot of people say it's race too. I still, no matter what, I think it's that the kid's mind isn't fucking functioning correctly. I don't think it's a gun issue. I don't think it's a race issue. I think it's somebody that brain isn't operating like yours and mine. And is race still a problem today? Yes, it is. It shouldn't be. We're in 2015. I think we've come way too far to treat anybody differently because of their skin color. I know I definitely don't, and I definitely never will. But I really think it comes back to a psychological thing and a mental. There's something wrong. There's something, I think, socially awkward about these kids. It's a time, just like in, you know, things like, like Columbine and stuff like that. I mean, these kids are outcasts and you know, hard to make friends. And I just don't think that, I don't know, it bothers me. It really does. Because I just think that people try to point fingers in the wrong direction, and we need to look at that. We have so many fucking people out there that need mental health. You know, people that are sick don't know they're sick. You know, I don't know if have mental issues. You don't know if you have mental issues. I mean, you might have an idea, but you don't really know unless you're diagnosed. you know, there's a lot of people out there that are self-diagnosed. You know, they go and tell their doctor, their family doctor, oh, I got ADHD, so I can't concentrate. Oh, okay, kid, here, eat some of these pills. Eat this right here. This'll get you to concentrate. This is some Concerta. Eat this Adderall. This'll get you looking straight again. Or, you know, I'm really anxious and nervous all the time. I think I need Xanax. You know, I mean, and there's family doctors that, oh yeah, I trust you, kid. I've known your family forever. Sure, you want some Xanax? Here's some Xanax. I think we just hand out pills, and there's a lot of people out there that don't need. They don't really need the pills. And then there's plenty of people out there that do need the fucking pills. They should be seeing a doctor. They should be talking to a fucking shrink. They should be prescribed on some heavy medication. And also, if you go that road, there's kids out there that they're giving them prescriptions, and they're not giving them. I've seen it all the time working in the pharmacy. They're giving them medicine that's they've misdiagnosed what their problem is. So they're taking something, and it may be making them worse, or suicidal, or homicidal, where they want to kill everybody else. They want to hurt somebody. They want to hurt an animal. That kind of shit happens a lot more than you'd think it fucking happens. You know, and that's fucking scary, because this is the doctors, these people we trust. But if somebody's sick, if your kid's, you know, kind of strange and kind of off, and you know, of course, nobody wants their kid to be that way. And, you know, their kid's, you know, awkwardly, you know, socially awkward, and he doesn't really get along with girls well, or doesn't get along with other kids well, and kind of does his own thing and is kind of a loner. You know, as a parent, do you just let the kid go and just let him stay in his room all the time and watch movies and do whatever he wants to do and just be a loner? Or do you try to talk to him? You know, and just see what you feel. Because I have a hard time believing that a lot of these fucking parents in these situations that have no idea. That just, oh my God, it's amazing. I can't believe my kid did that. Like, you really? I mean, some of them say, you know, yeah, we knew that we were trying to get him help, and we knew that he wasn't doing so well mentally. But there's a lot of them, it's just like they're so clueless. And it's like, there's no way that you sat by there and raised this kid every day and talked to this kid every day. Or, you know, I think that a lot goes back to parenting too. You know, just, it's like that Blink-182 song where, if we're all fucked up, it's your fault, or something like that. I don't know. That was really bad at trying to reminisce on that song, but a great fucking song. But what it is if we're fucked up, you're to blame. That's what it is. If we're fucked up, you're to blame. That is the truth. Because the way that you raise a child, I mean, I'm not a parent. Listen to me talking like I fucking know what I'm doing. I'm not a parent. I don't know. I don't know how to fucking change a diaper. I don't know how to fucking do anything. You know, I'd look cross-eyed if a kid shit his pants in my lap. But it comes back to the environment you raise your child in, the way that you treat your child. You know, if you neglect them, if you really care about what they're doing, you care about what they're saying, you work with them to make them better, to make, you know, if they have a speech problem, you work to make that speech impediment go away. You work to educate them, to keep them reading and writing and getting more intelligent, and you know, building on their social skills and building on their, you know, literacy and that kind of stuff. I think that's, you know, and parents are going to fuck up. You know, that happens. That's part of parenting. I think that's part of kids growing up. But I like I say, in these situations, I think there's a lot of parents out there that just kind of look the other way, and they're like, well, that boy's fucking fucked up. What are we going to do? You know, just let him be. It's like, no, you know, that's the problem. That's why it got so bad, because you didn't encourage the kid to get help. You didn't encourage to you know, do anything for the child, and you just let it go. You know, and I think that can be a serious issue. But, you know, as far as that, I mean, I could go on forever about that, but I really think we got to take a look at these kids' psyches, and there's got to be common traits amongst them. There has to be. There has to be, because, you know, it's happening more and more. There's got to be some kind of connection. It's not that these fucking kids, you know, all are just homicidal. They're doing it for a reason. They're either doing it to get attention. They're doing it to be notarized, to be famous, because that's what happens. The media blows them up. Like I said, as much as they say, oh, we're not going to make them famous. We don't care about them. Let's talk about the thing. You know who their name is. You know what they look like. Their fucking creepy ass little mugshots are ingrained in your fucking head forever. They are in mine. Some of those motherfuckers, dude. Those are what nightmares are made of, you know. And I mean, they do that. If they don't mean to do it, they do it over and over again. It's like they don't learn. Excuse me. But I just, you know, I worry. Someday maybe I'll have kids, and that's a scary fucking thought. Because the world is a lot colder than it was when I was growing up. Things have changed. And I still like to think of myself as a young man, but I'm starting to get fucking almost middle-aged, man. It's scary. I'm starting to lose my hair. Starting to fucking get kinks in my back. My knees starting to give out and shit. You know, I'm getting old, man, and I just see shit happening and you know, people going down the wrong road and shit like that. You know, I just seen today a good buddy, man, you know, one of the reasons I got the name Rowdy, when it was given to me a long time ago in wrestling, when we used to be wrestling in high school, and the coach gave me the Rowdy Radloff. That's where the name came from. Well, you know, the other dude, he had a name like that too, and we'd have the steel cage match, and between me and him, and you know, today he just went, he got caught in armed robbery of a check into cash type place, robbed at a gunpoint. And the sad thing is, this is the second time that he got arrested for robbing last time it was a pharmacy at gunpoint, because, you know, the pills addiction and being hooked on you know, Oxycontin, Percocet, opiates, and now robbing a place again. Probably, you know, he went to prison for all that time and sat and thought about it, and came back and did the same thing. You know, sometimes life's so depressing. It's really hard to stay positive, you know, but I do. You know, I try to stay positive, and you know, I'm always looking to do the next best thing, you know. I'm working on keeping myself back in shape. You know, I've gained a lot of weight since I've been home. You know, and just making the next right move financially, keeping, you know, check of all my bills, trying to keep my head afloat and take care of debt. I mean, it's a fucking, you know, and work on top of that, it's a fucking balancing act. I don't care who you are. Life is a balancing act, and making the most of it. You know, my grandpa has had a bunch of mini strokes. He's in the hospital. He, you know, he's in pretty rough shape. He's not doing the best. That's hard too, you know. But again, that's all part of life. Dealing with all these things all at once. That's what life's all about. Stress comes with life, I think, and making the best of every situation that you're faced really makes you who you are, and you learning from these situations and adapting from these situations and changing your life, you know, and evolving. Really, that's when you really change as a person. You really grow. When you hear people talk about growing as a person and changing, what a real change is, I mean, that's without a doubt, that's what they talk about, the growing and the being able to understand why things are certain ways, and why, you know, why do certain people die in, you know, in a car accident, that some of the greatest people you ever met. They, you know, they're here one day and they're gone the next day. and you can't ever understand why, or you just think God's so unfair, but whatever you believe, God, Buddha, Allah, whatever. But it's not that he's unfair or merciless, or I don't believe that. I think it's life's what you make it, man. You have to roll with the punches, like I said, and learn. You just have to take each situation. The biggest thing that's going to make your life better is to make lots of mistakes and to learn from each one of them mistakes. If you can do that, you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna grow tremendously as a person. I can't even explain how much I've grown, and I hope to continue to grow for the rest of my life. My girlfriend, I'd always say to her sometimes, I wish I could go back and be young again. I wish I could go back into high school. I'd do this different, or I would change this, and I would like it if I did this. And she's always like, not me. She said, it was okay back then. I had fun, but I'm excited for what's next. What's upcoming. How things are going to change. How, she says it gets better as it goes on, because it's like stacking, blocks on top of each other. You're a totally different person, and the situation's totally different, so you don't know what's upcoming. And it's kind of an interesting way to look at it. I never really looked at it that way, but now the more that I'm with her, it makes me excited. I am excited to grow old with her and see what changes and what fucking happens, because it's interesting, But enough about the psycho babble and giving you life lessons here. I'm not a fucking life counselor, so some of the other fucking things I've seen. Good God. So, anyways, with the shooting, because this has been such a fucking media magnet, we like to call it. Now it's because it's race on the media. Oh, you wanted to kill black people. It was all race motivated. He did this all because he just wants to exterminate black people from the earth. I mean, that's pretty much what the media is saying. So now it's turned into, they need to remove the Confederate flag. Because if in a lot of the southern states, they still fly the Confederate flag. I know, especially, I think, North Carolinians, I think the Carolinas both do, maybe Georgia does, they fly the Confederate flag at their Senate building or their state building. Which, in a way, I understand 100%. Those fuckers in the South, man, they're like, yeah, boy, I'll tell you what, man, South gonna rise again someday, boy. We gonna put them slaves back in the shackles, and we gonna ride. I mean, I knew dudes down in Atlanta and Georgia that fucking talked like that, man. They'd say that the Confederate was. I mean, I didn't know if they were fucking half joking or if they weren't. A lot of them seemed dead serious. So I mean, they take a lot of fucking pride in that. That flag. The flag means a lot to them. But realistically, again, it comes to we're 2015. We've come way too far. That is the Confederacy is a fucking sign of slavery. I mean, anybody, and if I was an African American and I lived in a southern state and they flew that flag at the Capitol, it would piss me off too. My point about this is, though, is how they twist it. They use this kid shooting people in a church to ban flags, to ban the Confederate flag. It's like, that's something that some of these men that were, fighting for African American rights, maybe something that was on their checklist a long time ago that they wanted to fucking take care of. And now that this shit's happened, they're like, oh, let's push that to the front line. We can get rid of the Confederate flag finally. It's perfect time. Push it. And then once they start pushing it, it's just like fucking wildfire. Not, like I said, not saying that it shouldn't be removed. It's just like, I hate when people manipulate. They manipulate situations for their own benefits. It had nothing to do with this kid shooting the black people in the church, but yet somehow they weaseled it into that's going to get taken care of too from this situation. But, you know, it is what it is. I just think that, you know, the Confederacy was all about slavery, and it was, you know, not a good thing, man. That's why I'm from the North, because I wanted to save the slaves. I don't think anybody should be a slave. Some of those Southern people, they don't think that way. You know, if you didn't know this either, fucking Donald Trump is running for fucking president. Can you believe it? I mean, what the fuck? Now, I'm not sure if him and his hair are running for president, or if it's just him, or if it's just his hair. I don't know. I don't know if that's a whole package deal or what, but that motherfucker, man. I mean, dude, you got to give it to him. He's a smart fucking businessman. He's done a lot. You know, he's made a lot of fucking money, and he's made a lot of decisions. And you got to say that he's a genius. But will he be able to take the fucking presidency? I don't know about that one. For one, he's a Republican, so he's already, in my book, not looking so good. Not that I hate Republicans, but I usually, when it comes to voting, I usually lean a little more liberal than I do conservative. But not always. It just depends on the candidate, man. You know, as far as Hillary goes, too, you know. You have two fucking... I put something up on the site, and if you haven't seen it, you really need to check it out. It's a list of all the people in Clinton's cabinet. They said they just... his chef, it was his chef, his personal chef, they just found him dead. You know, he went missing for a while, and they found him up in Nevada or in the desert somewhere. Said he was hiking, and he died. He must have... something happened to him or something. They don't really know. It was kind of suspicious. He just kind of disappeared, and there's some rumblings, some rumors that he possibly may have known something about the Clintons, and they kind of didn't, you know, they wanted him taken care of. But what I'm getting at with this is, I put this thing up, and there's 40, I'm pretty sure there's 49 or 48 names of people that were part of the Clinton cabinet, and they've all died. This is even before fucking Clinton got into the presidency. This is when he was still hold on one second. I don't know if it's here. He was James McDougal. That's his name. He was the chef. Died of an apparent... Oh, no, this is somebody else. I'm sorry. But anyways, let's see if we can find them all. There's... I'm going to say 40 or 49 names. But like I said, they were all part of... I'll read some of these to you guys. It's fucking insane. 47. This guy's the 48th. But they're all people that have died, and they're weird, suspicious causes. There's this movie we had a whole podcast about one time. It's called The Clinton Chronicles, and it's definitely some crazy anti-Clinton propaganda shit, but something you should watch, because it makes you look at it. And all these people are really dead, though, and it's just like I'm trying to see if I can find one where, hold on. What happens is, so there's these kids. This is this is what the movie's all about. There's these kids, Kevin Ives and Don Henry. They're known as the Boys on the Tracks case. There's these kids that one night they found these two kids dead on the train tracks. They got hit by a train, and it says reports say the boys have stumbled upon the Mena, Arkansas airport drug operation, a controversial case. The initial report of death said due to falling asleep on the railroad tracks. Later reports claimed the boys had already been slain before being placed on the tracks. Many people linked the case died before it ever reached testimony to come to the grand jury. But what happens is in this movie, these two kids are Clinton when he became the senator of Arkansas or the governor of Arkansas. Not sure exactly what he was. I think the governor. He was in all kinds of cocaine trafficking and shit like that. He was big into cocaine, big into hookers. You know, we know that he has a sex addiction problem for sure. Not saying the guy wasn't a pretty awesome president. He did a lot of good things, but anyways, they had a bunch of people from his cabinet and stuff that were in this cocaine distribution type thing, and supposedly what they say is these young kids were watching, and they caught him, and they killed him. They said that, I'm pretty sure the one they stabbed and the one they shot in the back of the head, and that's why they figured it out. They threw him on the tracks, and they said they got ran over. Well, later on, the guy you need to watch the movie, but the coroner that did it, he was good buddies with all the people in Clinton's cabinet. They think they paid him. Some of these, like this one, some of these could just be, random deaths, but it's just, 48 of them. One, Keith McMaskill, he died, stabbed 113 times. These are all people that had information to that about the kids, getting killed. He got stabbed 113 times. Gregory Collins died from a gunshot wound. The one says, hold on, James Mylan found decapitated. However, the coroner still ruled his death due to natural causes. How do you get decapitated and die? But anyways, about this chef, he may have really just died hiking in the trail. But if you have time, go to the broadcast, and it shouldn't be down. It's from yesterday, 9:36. I posted this whole list of all these fucking people and how they died, and that's what they said. I think his bodyguards that are dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of his bodyguards in the past are dead now. It's really fucking interesting, though, I'll tell you what. But getting on Hillary, it's like, I just have a feeling that those guys have done, and when the email stuff already came out about her using a secret email so nobody could read what she's doing and stuff, she's already doing some shady business, and, I don't know, I can't jump on that fucking bandwagon. I don't know, man. It's worries me, and to know that it could be a Bush or a fucking Clinton again is just scary to me. I don't want. It's like living Groundhog's fucking Day. I don't want to see that. I'm about to play this fucking video for you guys. This is kind of off of let's see. All right, I'll show you this. You guys are about to fucking lose it. Now, if you haven't heard of this new fucking street drug, they call it flakka. And we'll read. What is flakka? The drug, which can produce powerful hallucinogenic effects comparable to those of bath salts. So it's kind of like bath salts. Has garnered, if you don't know what bath salts are the same shit that the dude last year, a couple years ago, on the Miami freeway that fucking ate the other dude's face off, was still growling like a fucking wild dog, and he was eating cannibalizing his face. That's what he was doing, was bath salts. They're really fucking fun. Linking 3 different stories on its apparent newfound prevalence. One man was found running naked through the streets of Fort Lauderdale. Another tried to break into the police street headquarters and smoked a bowl. I heard of that one. Dude walked in and started smoking weed in the police headquarters. It says it's a cheap drug. It's kind of like synthetic crystal meth. It's cheap, but it's super powerful. It gives them a high that they can't get from smoking weed or cocaine. So you can't get it from smoking crack. They don't have to spend much money, and they get a good high. That's what it says in this fucking thing. There's no evidence that Flakka's named after the Atlanta rapper, but nobody knows officially where the name came from. La Flakka is Spanish slang meaning skinny girl. Could be random. Just some crazy name for the way that it makes you feel. But anyway, let's look at some of the health effects. makes muscle tissue decompose, breaks down in the bloodstream. It can lead to kidney failure, can lead to death. A lot of people that abuse crack and heroin or crack and meth are using it. Or they say they sell it, that they tell people that it's crack and heroin mixed together or crack and meth mixed together. And really it's not. It's its own drug. But, okay, we'll show you this. I mean, you just see these dudes taking their shoes off and crawling around on the fucking ground and coming at people like they're goddamn zombies and shit. But, hold on, let's check this out. And I'll post this shit too, 1 second. Here we go. Let's check this out. I gotta plug it in, don't I? Hold on 1 second. Alright. Gotta put volume on. Alright.
No, sir. I want to go see Jamaica. Jamaica. Yes. Yeah, Jamaica. Okay.
You fucked up, bro.
Okay.
You
I never do.
What fucked you up, man?
I did born for myself.
You born for yourself?
Yes.
You fucked up.
No, I'm sorry.
Be yourself,
I'm sorry.
bro.
Right there. I'm sorry, sir. Please.
No,
Sorry.
you're my friend.
I'm sorry.
Nice.
Sorry.
Nice,
Okay.
man. Get up off the ground, man.
Okay.
You're my friend.
Okay, sir.
What? No one
Okay.
ever
Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
No one
I didn't
ever.
do that.
No one.
I didn't do that.
No, man.
I didn't do that. No. Okay. Talk.
Yo, move for the man of my man ball with fire, man.
I'm straight. I ain't gonna do that. No, right there. No, right there.
You're fucked up, man. Like a fucking like
Give
that.
something to drink, man.
He said, flakka fucked him, man.
Right. Go come out that door.
You take off your clothes no more, do you know?
More to be told.
He took his shoes off. He's scooting around on his butt.
No.
Really fucking
No.
Oh, I got another one here. I'll probably post this one too. It says, when the flakka and crystal meth kicks in together. It's a meth head. Guy's just standing behind this building and he's fucking doing the stanky leg. He's doing all these crazy moves. I'll definitely put this one up too. He's doing a little jig.
Here go the aftermath.
Here goes the aftermath.
Now this drug make you very unproductive.
What are you doing? You dancing? You dancing?
Look at you, but for real. We back.
Oh my god.
Is he dancing? What are you doing? Trying to go somewhere? You stuck?
Can't get it together, see? I told you.
He's just standing in the same spot. He can't move. He takes 2 steps and he just walks back 2 steps.
You see what it do to you?
You're doing a funky chicken, dude. Yeah, he's not moving. He's just he's moved maybe 2 steps. He's twerking his body.
Right.
They say it's in Florida. It's really bad in southern Florida.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little dance like this. I bet my man going to win. One got 2 steps.
Well, that's enough of that. But I'll put that one up on on the site for you guys, because, yeah, you guys should check that one out. That's pretty crazy. But, moral of the story, kids, don't do fucking drugs. Like I said, my buddy just went away again, and I've seen a lot of people die. I've seen a lot of people go to jail. A lot of people go to prison. I've seen families destroyed, people lose brothers, sisters. I've lost my best friend. It's not good, man. Not good, especially this newer shit, man. That shit that came out like last year, whatever, that crocodile, when they fucking shoot that shit up and it starts the same, it like eats away your muscles and shit and your skin falls off. I'm putting it up. It says cray cray, and it says when the flakka and the crystal meth kick in. But like I said, I hate to see people hurt, man. And drugs, don't get me wrong, man. There's a lot of things about drugs that you'll have a great time. There won't, there will be no issues at all. Smoke a little weed, drink a little beers, smoke some ciggies, even occasional, you want to do stuff, eat some mushrooms, do a little cocaine. But some of them drugs, man, cocaine's very addictive. You can have a little fun on it, but I'll tell you what, it'll kick your ass. It'll fucking take you for a ride, and it won't let you down easy. I've seen people addicted to almost every fucking drug you could think. I've seen people that are addicted to pot. You don't think that's possible, but some people, they fucking need it, man. And, you don't want to fucking have to need anything. You should be able to get through your life without fucking using something as a crutch, I can't do drugs much anymore. I'm too fucking busy. I got, once you get older, man, life, every day's going by fucking too fast, and you try to, there ain't enough fucking hours in the day for me to get shit done. So, it's just kind of how it goes. And, again, I'm not going to fucking teach you a goddamn life lesson here, but, check some of these fucking flakka videos out. I'll tell you what, that'll scare you. Show that to your fucking kids, man. So this is what happens when you do drugs. Shit is insane. I mean, it's as close to a real life zombie as you could get. They're crawling along the floor, scooting on their butt and trying to bite people and shit. In no way, shape, or form is that fucking, like that guy said, is that, in no way does this drug make you productive. So I'd say 100% for sure that, you're not going to be productive from doing flakka. You're not going to be productive from doing meth, or heroin. I've seen heroin take a lot of people. But I hope that you guys still fucking enjoy me. I hope I still make you laugh. I hope, you still guys are, I've slowed down with my episodes again. I've just been so fucking busy and trying to get this studio up and running and get my fucking internet to work correctly. Finally, maybe that we're onto something. So, I'm really excited to fucking, I'm almost there. Like I said, I will do whatever I fucking can for this fucking podcast because I love it. I love you guys. You guys are fucking, I love you guys. I love all your comments. I'm still getting 40, 50 views an episode. That's, like I said, I'm not doing this to be a celebrity. I'm not doing this to fucking be the cool kid on the block. I do this because I enjoy it, and I know there's people out there that enjoy it, and I know there's people out there that still spread the word and say, hey, check out my buddy's podcast, check out Rowdy's podcast. And I appreciate you guys to still spread the word for me. Get people to like this shit. Get people to subscribe to me on iTunes. Get people to check it out. All the old episodes, they've because Speaker after so long, when I've changed accounts and stuff with my banking card, I lost a banking card. I had to get a new one, and I had to renew my subscription. I lost all my old episodes. So they're all up on YouTube. You can search RowdCAST. You can search Jorday7, I believe is the name. If you can find me on there, subscribe to my channel, and that has every episode ever made of the RowdCAST. I think they're all 44 fucking episodes. So there's no shortage of being able to listen to me or being able to listen to old episodes. And I hope that the quality's getting better for you. You know, I'm working on it soon to have the microphone, to have my headphones, and have everything in great quality. And so you guys don't have to fucking sit there sometimes and plug your ears or turn me down or turn me up, and I can just be just perfect. You know, I have a fucking vision. I've had a vision for a long time of what I've wanted this to be. And, you know, I've had other people, you know, say they want to do podcasting and stuff, and it seems like they do it for a little bit and then they fizzle out. I'm not fizzling out, you know. I got a good year and a half into this show, and I love it, man. I love it. I love everything about it, and I can't say thank you enough to the people that still compliment me, still fucking, you know, say good things about me, still comment on episodes and interact. And this is what it's all about. Eventually, I want you guys to interact every episode. If you have questions for me, put them on the Facebook site. You know, message me. If you want to be on the show, man, I'm going to put up something tonight. For now on, you know, I know it's, for a lot of people back home, you know, it's quite a drive up here. You know, a good hour and 15 minutes. But if you want to be on the show, come up some night. Well, I'll cook you dinner. I'll treat you to a good night. We'll drink some beers, and we'll relax, and we'll sit back and have a podcast, and we'll just bullshit, you know. And I look for interesting people to get on here and be with me. And, you know, we can talk for an hour. We can talk for 3 or 4 hours. It's, you know, whatever we want to do. But I'm going to put something up to look for new people to get on the show. And, you know, I love having Hamer on. You know, I'll continue to have him on. You know, and I'm Jake was always a good guest. He, the episode I had with him had really good responses, had a lot of listens. You know, I told him pretty soon here I'd like to have him on again and talk more about the ballot that's coming up in November and the legalization of marijuana. And I got another guy, you know, one of my best friends that he always tells me he's going to come on here and rip me apart and debate me. But he's still yet to show his fucking face in the RowdCAST studio. So until he does, he can suck my left nut, because he ain't going to debate nothing. But like I said, I love interesting conversation. I love people that are going to teach me things and make me smarter and converse with me. And that's what it's all about, man. That's what this show is about. I love all you guys. I love all my fans. You guys are the fucking best. And I'm out, man. It's a Tuesday night. Did it a little different tonight. Wanted to give you something new to suck on. Hopefully by the end of the weekend, I'll get you another episode up here. And we're going to start shipping people through this new fucking studio and getting bunch of new episodes for all you fucking cocksuckers out there. But I love you. I love you so much. So be good to one another. All right? Take care of each other. Take care of the fucking earth and this planet that we live on, this big old rock that's flying around in outer space. You know, somebody's got to take care of it, and looks like we're the only ones that can. So keep doing it, keep being good, and I'll catch you on the flip side, all right? Peace. I'm Roddy Radloff, and I am signing out.